I wasn't trying to offend you with the description of your pizza wideness. Hey, folks.
Don't pizza shame me.
I'm not trying to yuck your yum. I like giant pizza. I wish tonight is not the night for me to be ordering like pizza the way I like it with extra cheese and jalapeno, but maybe next week. I'm the mysterious JG. He's Bobo the Vulture, 19 and 0 and 1. That one not being visible to you, so I don't know why I keep reminding you of it. Last time we learned that there can be a penalty for losing the Young Bucks minigames, and you're not guaranteed to get a minigame that's not available from the regular like title menu, even though there are some that aren't available on the title menu that I assume are from this mode. So I don't know if we're ever going to be doing that again. Now that I know it actually can't. Well, it can't really hurt you, really, because like frankly, when we go out, we're going to get that back plus. So I guess we could do more, but for now we're going to do some Rampage.
Gonna go on a rampage.
Although we got 5,000. We got enough for maximum finisher power.
I mean, if you wanted to do your bailout, you have enough
that's
money.
right. I've got enough
you have
to do
enough
that as
skill
well.
points now. It's not going to help you at the... Well, I don't know. Maybe you could bail out underneath the exploded barbed wire. Then Moxley'd have to figure out how to get out of there.
He's not used to leaving the ring during matches to do stuff on the outside. That's not his style at all. We could also go unsportsmanlike. Successful grapple guards result in provoking the opponent instead of engaging in a lockup. So I don't know why that's...
Just provoking them, what does that do? Other than, like,
I don't know.
Just a, like...
I had it used against me once in exhibition. It just means they walk away out of grapple range and look annoyed. I don't think I'm worried about extra strikes because that eye gouge just knocks them too far out of range. So let's activate bailout. Let's get that sweet government money. Thanks, taxpayers, for funding my incompetence. Ha And now we'll go to Rampage and take on...
Hitting that switch just means you're the one who knows about the programs.
That's why I get the money. I guess we're taking on Brian Cage. He's a machine, and it was at one point possessed by an ancient Aztec god, and now he's just kind of shows up once in a while and usually loses.
Did we have? Was he our first opponent in this mode?
Have we fought him on this mode? Maybe.
I'm trying to think. Have we watched? Or maybe, am I confusing him with Wardlow?
You might be. They're both just kind of huge, jacked up dudes. No, but Wardlow was definitely not our first opponent. We fought him, and I thought they were setting up a storyline where we'd be fighting MJF, but instead...
The Wardloader. The Wardlorder. Sorry. The machine is disoriented.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we haven't fought him as part of the LP. I fought him in exhibition mode once, and found him difficult to defeat when using a female wrestler, because this game is all about that. He came up as a random opponent in exhibition mode, and I was like, let's see if this makes any difference at all, and it kind of did. He was big and not taking a lot of damage.
Go for a clothesline from hell.
I was trying to figure out whether or not I had to grapple him first. Good match, Brian Cage.
Yeah.
You're a machine. A machine fueled by losing. And the fans start chanting for him as he's defeated. Oh no! He's certainly better than Moxley was in that three-way match.
That's smooth loving. Better than Moxley was in that three-way match.
Maybe if I can remember how to do any finishers or submission moves, we can test out our KO submission power.
And then Brian Cage just randomly gives up to being eye gouged. So for a minute there, I thought you were about to start moonwalking. I'm like, oh, okay, we're just going to go for another finisher. That's probably just as well.
Yeah, I think that'll end things faster. No, that's not what I meant to do. Oh well.
I mean, come on, it's Rampage. We don't want to give him too much here.
Alright, I lost the grapple, so that will probably cost us the finisher. I swear I did some kind of move to him, but Once again, the Audrey Edwards ass shot. These guys know what the fans came here to see. And once again, they start chanting for Brian Cage as he's about to lose, although this time, hopefully, he really will.
This is what we call the GG taunt.
Like that time I was at a Street Fighter tournament, and I'd never been to one before, and refused to shake the guy's hand because I didn't know I was supposed to shake his hand after I lost. It's obvious that...
Strong man is not being paid by the hour. He just lost in record time. No, I do feel like he must have shown up at some point, because I feel like we made that joke, or you made that joke before.
Revolution's just around the corner. Splitting Bob White deathmatch. I didn't see what the third line was, but there's a pretty good chance
it. It was like, Revolution is just around the corner. There's growing upset in the streets.
The peasants are revolting.
You said it. They stink on ice.
So he referenced the upcoming pay-per-view. It seems like Dynamite has JR or Excalibur delivering something relevant to the storyline, and Taz on Rampage is like, what a match! And yeah, maybe not this time. All right, so let's go.
Hey, this is a real rocket buster.
Well, first of all, we didn't check to see. Yeah, Chicago hot dog. Sure, forget that. Let's find out what kind of food Chicago has. Will it be?
What could it be?
Could it be deep dish pizza? Could there be a
Chicago hot dog that they appear to put down there?
I think could it be Chicago deep dish pizza with a surprise cameo appearance by Jon Stewart trashing? I like some Chicago deep dish. It is not. It's like it's sufficiently different from New York style pizza that it's not even like the same food. And
yeah, you're not going like you would be in the mood for one and not in the mood for the other.
Yeah.
Like,
if you told me I can only ever have one for the rest of my life, I'd go with New York. But that doesn't mean I don't love me some deep dish. Wesley's Headbutt. Yeah, I'm starting to think these aren't legitimate restaurant names. You know, the lack of sideburns. I'm so sorry. Like, compared to the graphics that were available in the past, this is closer to looking like you than PS2 Bobo, just because it looks more like a human. But
I do feel like you tried to figure out if there's a way you could give me freakishly large shoulders. But,
I guess I didn't do my research. He's not talking about his PS2 persona either.
Much longer, I hope.
Here's your Chicago deep dish. I'm waitress B. Wait, is this just for you? No friends to help you eat it? Look!
I'm so lonely.
This pizza is my friend. It's all the friend I need.
It's just really I'll go take a slice.
Okay then. Well, enjoy. And she takes a slice.
Oh my boy. See, that's a reference.
Long pizza slices are fine, and extra wide Washington pizza slices are apparently a thing. But Chicago says thick is king. Our pizza is too thick for some women, but others find its size and girth satisfying. Only the bravest attempt to conquer Mount Deep Dish without a sturdy meat fork. Oh, so it takes courage to eat pizza improperly. It's not that only they have the courage to try to eat this big old piece of it's like, no, without the proper tools. One of my great childhood memories is when we had our uncle and his lovely wife come to visit us in the States from the old country, and took them out to like not some fancy ass places, probably just like Pizza Hut or Domino's, but
pretty sure it was wasn't. Oh, I thought this was I thought you were gonna tell the Burger King story.
No, you can tell that one when we get back to Minneapolis. But yeah, this is I think it was just takeout pizza from Domino's, and they asked for knives and forks, and we were like, what? We were thoroughly confused, like you and me. I mean, I think my parents were kind of understanding, but we were like, the fuck? Pizza hadn't really gotten out there as a big thing yet. All right, so we'll go out. Why don't we go out while you tell the Burger King story?
Oh, I mean, I believe it was the same uncle, but of course, you know, our father was the eldest of 10, so who knows? I love going to pro baseball stadium.
Isn't this where the Blues Brothers live?
They live in pro baseball stadium. I'm not quite the baseball fan you are, Buck, but I appreciate the invite. Go White Sox.
I try to see as many games here as I can. Stop me when I'm telling lies about my fondness for baseball! Now that we're on the road, that number has gone down significantly.
Should I assume you're going to be at Fielding for a hockey outing at some point too?
Fiending. What the fuck?
You're
What?
going to be feeding for a hockey outing?
Whoa there. Don't count your chickens. Let's see how good of a company you are. Come on, I don't want to miss the first pitch. Stop me when I'm telling lies about my desire to see the first pitch. See, I'm on Punk's side in his war with the elites, but I can make fun of him too.
Here's the first pitch. Let's take a picture before we go in.
You're really fiending for a picture, Bobo.
Because everybody loves selfies from the outside of a ballpark.
It's not just a ballpark. This is Chicago's famous baseball stadium. Yeah,
it looks like someone's drawing of CM Punk.
It does, and it looks like a drawing of CM Punk that doesn't want to be here. No, Grimmett. I don't know if Grimmett is watching these anymore or not. He watched the first one, and he really, seemed to. I think he enjoyed it, but he's been chiding me about how much venom I had for this game. I'm enjoying this Let's Play, but that doesn't mean this is a good game.
Remember, one of Grimmett's favorite video games is Daggerfall.
That's true. That's true. So, go out and do a meet and greet or workout, which is actually objectively what you should do if you want the skill.
Every so often, you know what? I was being hard on the workout thing, but every so often you do have an encounter.
You do, yeah.
At the place. So, since our injury rate is 0.
Yeah, I mean, it'll mean that the gains of energy and stuff are actually meaningful because this is primarily where they get depleted. Intense.
They have this weird intense training, or the training music, which is.
It also means we get another chance to see you in your workout gear, which is probably not what you would have been wearing. Yeah.
Go out and everywhere. Position my hands a bit wider than shoulder width and lay down flat.
Breathe in.
Breathe out. These things.
Breathe in.
You folks watching at home, do the same thing. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the press up. Just got an ounce in the mail. I definitely worked hard, but I feel great. Like I could take on the world.
Complete.
I lost some energy, but I gained some octagonal wrenches.
Yeah, we don't actually lose motivation from that. That's interesting.
I lose motivation every time I work out.
That's well.
Which is why I do it so often.
All right, Bubba. Get off your own case. All right. I guess we could increase arm power, but honestly, it seems like unless there's a action
Which
skill...
button do you find yourself mashing the most on these?
I end up throwing I chose leg power first because they're actually more useful, but I just instinctively end up punching a lot. We give you the Shawn Michaels kip up. We can give you the ability to steal other people's finishers.
Wait, wasn't there something else that you were saving up to? Outside of bailout, was it?
Oh, desperation impulse. Press R2 to go for okay. So the other thing is we finally have enough money to fully max out the momentum rate gauge, which is I don't know. I think we'll have to see if desperation impulse comes up, but it'll be fun if it does. It could really make a big difference, or it could just never pop up at all. But we got time for a pay-per-view main event, exploding barbed wire death match, you think?
We haven't had a match this video, have we?
We did, yeah. We had a match against Brian Cage. How could you have forgotten?
Damn. I'm sorry, Brian Cage. You know what? I forgot to set my timer at the start of this.
Okay, let's just do a pay-per-view match and call it a video and see what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
Chicago is sold out to the communists.
You know, it's a Saturday night, or it's a Sunday night. You know what that means? It's a pay-per-view. We have one every Sunday.
He's really hyped about this exploding barbed wire death match.
Yeah. Okay. Now you got me feeling bad about making fun of how terrible JR sounds in this game.
Well, I thought you knew, and I was a little surprised, but it's like, no, this was not recorded when he was in his current state. But
yeah, it just really does. Like, it doesn't even sound like he's struggling. It just
sounds like he's just
not
fucking
giving a
bored.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
There are rumors that he tried to like sort of mentor some guys backstage, and that they basically all blew him off as he used to old fart. And yeah, these are rumors. I have not heard him say this, but there are folks who talk about his morale was low because there's guys like he was just kind of treated pretty crappy.
motivation gauge is low. Oh, is he out of AEW at this point, or is he?
No,
just...
he's around. He's just he's hurt at this, or he felt he had like a fall, I think.
Oh yeah. Well, and so, oh shoot, you got to get this match done in less than 100 seconds, or else everything will explode and you'll die.
Oh, that's right. Rope stuff doesn't work. Like throwing people to the rope with an Irish whip doesn't work the same as it would in.
Can't just Irish whip someone into this barbed wire. I thought that was half the point.
Well, you can, but they got to be devastated first, is the thing.
Oh, now he's got a brutality buff.
Yeah,
now you
well,
gotta give him a brutality buff penalty.
So anyway, I tend to do okay at these matches because the AI doesn't necessarily strategize differently from one match to another.
You're giving Moxley, like, you are giving Moxley all of his motive, like his momentum.
Yeah,
right
all of his momentum is coming from the fact that he's like a hardcore match guy, but that doesn't mean I'm having damage inflicted on me.
No, I suppose that's true. So at this point, Boba the Vulture just seems like a super vicious bastard.
I can't say that this is better than their previous barbed wire death match. He's just gonna punch me forever. He finally stops when I decide to try to grapple guard, but
He just punch forever. He stopped himself short and got kicked into it anyway. Yeah, okay, Moxley, just... Now the question is, do you want to finish this before the counter goes all the way down?
I kind of do, just because it would be extra dumb. In fact, there's a big explosion and we all take... There's a big explosion where we both would take damage if it went any longer, and then the match would continue, but no. That was a big... That was probably worse than the infamously bad exploding barbed wire death match that actually happened. So let's see the fallout of this storyline, and then we'll call it a video. Look at Moxley, just battering the jaw of Danielson.
That's classic.
There was something about him eating blood in the prior quote. Beat TV proved prophetic, not only winning the exploding barbed wire death match, but making it one for the ages. Yeah, he really did. That like 45-second long death match, pretty inspiring. In which I believe we got hit with approximately 4 punches. I lost a small amount of energy murdering Jon Moxley with explosives.
You got some blowback from those explosions.
Hey man, I can't get the smell of that, like, smoke out of my nostrils now.
Oh, there you go. We're gonna get to see some of this.
I don't think they're gonna show the most famous part of it, though. Maybe they will. I'm surprised they're acknowledging it at all, actually. Which happened at the corners of the ring. Like, I'm not, in a sense, I shouldn't make fun of it. It would be stupid for them to really do something as dangerous as what they promoted. But they promoted it.
Well, I mean, they...
And you saw, like, the fireworks went off before he hit the ropes. It's all, It's not something that you could really convincingly fake.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is like so those...
And now he had an exploding baseball bat.
Exploding barbed wire baseball bat. It's just...
And they're not... Okay, so they did not show the most famous shitty piece of that. So you can look it up if you want to, folks, when Eddie Kingston comes out to cover John... Because they say, yeah, there's the big explosion if the timer goes off. And in that one, the timer was much later than it was in our video game match. But it was just Jon Moxley. The commentators were acting like he was 100% surely going to die in the explosion. and his ally, like sometimes friend, sometimes foe, Eddie Kingston came out to cover him, and then like an even weaker version of the pyro that you guys saw in those clips went off. Like not as good as what you saw there when Kenny was thrown into the ropes and most of the little pyro explosions were way off to the sides. It was bad. But Tony Khan's pretty excited. So he's saying, "Exploding barbed wire death match! Holy, you know the rest." Oh, we all knew it would be intense, but did anyone expect that for it to last 30 seconds? Huge props to Bo with the Vulture for winning a grueling battle for the ages. Truly, he's an unstoppable AEW champion. If he is still the AEW champion, no one's real clear on that right now. Road to Double or Nothing. This is it, though. This is the final, I believe, block of the story.
What?
We are three-quarters of the way through story mode. I might have to do it. I might have to see if I can, like, if I had your permission, I might try to do a created being and do like a female story mode. But this is one of those where there's like a coin flip chance which story mode you'll get. There's like 3 or 4 different versions of block 1, block 2, block 3. I don't know if I can keep restarting new story modes to hope that we get the new content. Anyway,
so
well,
like, okay. So
but
you were about to outro.
Yeah, I was gonna outro that. Oh, you outro. I'm tired from my grueling 45-second exploding barbed wire deathmatch.
Well, all right, folks. So yeah, I mean, hopefully, I mean, it's going to take us some time to recover. I don't know if this will be the end of a session of videos coming out, but when we come back next time, we're going to be in the Big Apple Rapple, which I guess is going to be New York, New York, which is fictional Bobo the Vulture's hometown of parts unknown New York, USA, and we'll have to see what the fallout from the exploding barbed wire deathmatch is. But until that time.
Oh no, you raised a really good point. I shouldn't have had you outro. We may or may we'll talk off screen. I'll be doing another episode of this or switching to something else, just in case. Okay, never mind. We're good to outro. I thought maybe there would be some welcome to New York story, but it's I interrupted your outro for no reason. Bye bye, folks. I can actually quit the video here. Oh no, we're only 22 minutes in. You didn't have a timer going this time, did you?
I didn't have a timer going. I figured.
All right, hey folks. Well, I mean, when the longer of the 2 matches is the one we kind of both forgot with Brian Cage.
It was a squash match with Brian Cage.
All right, well, hey folks, welcome back to this video you were already watching. Let's do a little bit more here. We're in New York. I mean, I guess we could call it early, but nah, we're here. Let's get some food. It's New York. Oh, restaurant is our only option.
We don't need to get all that yet. I mean, we may as well go to the. We may as well do the other match.
Okay.
The sub card match first.
I keep doing that. I keep going to Dynamite, which is bad. Rampage is
That's
good.
Too bad. Rampage good. Dynamite bad.
So we did get the skill we were looking for. Push your grappled opponent into the ropes. Rebound attack.
Now we could just spend 8 minutes looking at all of these and going,
there you go.
Which of these would be worth it? Can we get the explosion buffs now that we've finished with that match?
We could get the, yeah, that would be dumb, but by no means the dumbest thing in this game. Environment. I mean, I could just pick up all the buffs. Because the buffs...
Because they're the stuff.
They are the stuff. I don't have too many of them.
What is grit?
I think
what is a grit?
I think
it's a kick out of a match ending pin.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, aren't all pins match ending if they go for 3? Or...
So you have some kind of magic kitchen where water absorbs into a grit faster than anywhere else in the world. This is like the generically, there is no reason not to have the best momentum rate, so I guess we'll spend a few points there. And we could get grit.
Get down, but by God, you're not out.
Countdown.
Submission toughness. Oh, did we ever figure out what the submission super specialist thing was? Did we get that?
We did, but I don't remember what Bobo's... I gave him at least one submission mode. I just don't remember how to actually use it. Guard
That's
break.
true. I think he has some kind of chin lock or something, doesn't he?
There's some position from which we can get a chin lock, but... I mean, we can go into the created menu and see where it is, or we can just go to dark. It's kind of there. It's there
like
for
just passing out. Time for us to go to dark.
It's kind of
We're
there
not
for
going to dark though, right? We're going to
Rampage. Yeah. Oh, Orange Cassidy. Now this could be difficult. He puts his hands in his pockets and somehow never loses. So it's possible his pocket style could confuse us.
He's a Pokemon.
He's a Pokemon.
Not a pocket monster, just a pocket mon.
Hoss, hoss, hoss! You're a Pokemon too, apparently. He really is like the first couple. No, apparently. It doesn't sound like his old theme music either. I guess they didn't get the rights to Jane, or maybe I don't know.
I mean, they're not Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah, so we're a babyface champion who just like attacks people before the bell.
It's because we're so high intensity, like the Ultimate Warrior. You know, he runs to the ring, he gets in there, he just starts freaking out. Like there's no.
It's another babyface, typical babyface move there on our part.
Yeah, just grinding your foot into somebody.
He's getting up from everything really quickly, which is weird because his whole gimmick is he's lazy. And Orange Cassidy, I'll say, like I thought he was really fun the first couple times I watched him, and that it's the one joke. Yeah. And he wins matches routinely. Like he's presented as a serious guy, but it's a joke. Like I can't. It's like they didn't have Santino Marella going around consistently beating like top level guys.
Well, there are people nowadays that complain about how Santino Marella didn't get his due.
Yeah, I suppose there are.
Santino Marella should have been champ.
I don't know why Max Mini never got a title run. Okay, I just want to make sure he didn't stick his knees up to indicate he had special roll you up powers. Oh man, you see that? That's how awesome Freshly Squeezed is right there.
Penalty.
I don't think I had the taunt buff yet. No, I guess I did. You don't even deserve the clothesline from hell, Orange Cassidy. Okay. I guess I don't get to do moves anymore.
Well, no. He gets a nice offensive sequence in, and then you just pick him up.
Oh, now he's going for that. Okay. Because he knows he's really in trouble this time. Last time's no problem. Just stay in this pin position.
She just pointed to the words pinfall appearing on the screen there.
That's the thing that happened, guys.
Damn's cupcakes.
You said it time and time. Underestimate Orange Cassidy at your own peril. It might take you over a minute to defeat him if you're not prepared. That's it from Rampage, New York. We keep traveling down the road to Double or Nothing.
So that's 3 matches in this video now?
Yeah, we're setting new records here. One of them was an exploding barbed wire death match. Which
one of them was a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. I really do think, like, apparently, I'm under the impression Kenny Omega had input in this game. The Young Bucks are probably throwing in shit too, including their dumbass minigame ideas, I'm sure. But I think they can't figure out if this is going to be a wrestling simulation game or if it's supposed to replace like Street Fighter with like online matchmaking. But they got to understand, people do online matchmaking to play like StarCraft 2, even to this day. They're not expecting everything to be over in like 2 minutes and then be back in a menu making matches. So I don't know, but let's outro and let's mean it this time. When we come back, it may be me with Bobo, but Bobo the Vulture with his weird beard that has no sideburns, he'll be back full show. So we hope you come join for that.